Our next honoree is a man that I have had the immense privilege and pleasure to know for over 30 years. He's known quite simply as Brother Carl. For more than 50 years, he's been a brother, a caring, loving, trusted figure to so many in this community. He has worked tirelessly to help young people in Hartford turn their lives around, to extinguish the flames of violence and hate, and to open their hearts to a better future. At the age of 80, where some people might be resting, Carl Hardrick still works 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whew, I'm tired just thinking about it. Now, with the Wilson Gray YMCA and Hartford Communities That Care, he crusades for peace, for turning away from anger, for building a better future. He believes deeply that every single person has the capacity to change, if only they can put aside their resentments and their pain. I know I can't reach everybody, he says with a laugh, but if I can reach one or two people, and each of them in turn can reach one or two people, I've done my job. He has saved scores. A lifelong resident of Hartford, Brother Carl started working with young people as part of his job at the SAND organization. He soon found himself in the middle of a looming all-out war between two North Hartford gangs, one from Bellevue Square and the other from Stowe Village. He managed to bring the leaders of the gangs together and diffuse what could have been a horrible situation, not an easy feat. We had to make this positive or the whole community would be in trouble, he remembers. He soon gained a reputation for mediating gang disputes, not just in Hartford, but in other cities around the country. The secret was his skill at listening, building trust, but mostly his ability to deeply care for those with whom he worked. That spelt authenticity to everybody. Says a former Dutch Point youth who at the age of 15 met Brother Carl, he grew up in the projects. He's one of us. He speaks the same language as us. Brother Carl understands us. That youth, now a longtime employee with Boys and Girls Clubs, says both his brothers were members of gangs. One served 17 years in a prison. The other one was killed. If it hadn't been for Brother Carl, the man says, I would have ended up just like them. Instead, he showed me there's more to life than what I was seeing in Dutch Point. Tragically, while Brother Carl has dedicated his life to ending violence in this city, he felt it personally last spring when his 19-year-old grandson was shot and killed in Hartford. But in characteristic fashion, the pain of loss has made him work even harder. He says, what makes you weaker can also make you stronger. You have to pick yourself up. You can't stop what you're doing. You just have to do more. Brother Carl is truly one of Hartford's unsung treasures, a savior of the streets, who has never for one moment given up on anyone. For his remarkable work, for the lives he has changed, and for the lives he has saved, Leadership Greater Hartford is proud to present Carl Hardrick with the 2021 Polaris Leadership Award.
There's always three sides to the story. There's your side, my side, and then there's the truth. And everything she said here was the truth. So as I get on, I said, I don't have to say that much. She done said it all. She went through the history. But I do like to thank the leadership of Greater Hartford for recognizing those that do the hard work. It's not the woman or the man, it's the plan. It's not the rap, it's the map. And it seems to me that they go through the state, the city, the neighborhood to see who's really doing the work. and who's not getting recognized. Also like to thank those individuals that supported this work that's in the suite and those individuals that's in the street. It's important because you can't do this by yourself. You have to do it collectively, and you got to believe that those that are out there, do want to live. You got to have faith, and even sometimes you can't see it. So it takes faith to do this work. But what's being taught here with the leadership is you can operate, you can agitate, you can motivate, but in the end, you got to be able to operate. And you need those organizations like Greater Hartford Communities That Care, Andrew Woods and his staff, Compass, Dean, Warren, Diego, Blue Hills, Kevin Lovejoy, Larry, all those that's doing the work, and the brothers and sisters I couldn't mention, but you can't do it. They're not getting the recognition. But they're out there doing the work day and night. And in order for us to make a difference, we recognize that we have to collectively come together, and we have to see those that need help. A lot of times they'll come up to you, and how do you engage? And people always ask me, Brother Carl, you've been doing this all the time. What is it that you do? What's different? I said, young people really don't care how much you know. They want to know how much you care. LGH cares because they look and believe in who's doing the work. And I want to thank you for this award. I want to thank you for those individuals that believe in me. And I want to thank the young people that listen to me. We'll never give up. As long as you can breathe, we believe you can change. Thank you.
Let's keep it going, yeah.
Thank you, and congratulations again, Carl. It was wonderful to see you come up here and receive that award.